Hello, in this quick video I will be unboxing a Kenwood NX-3320 UHF radio transceiver. We have the outer carton here. On the left hand side we have pertinent information relating to the radio. On the rear we have the EU countries for intended use label, and that's all the information available on the outer carton. Opening the box, we have the NX-3000 user guide. It is multilingual, and we also have it's a guide to a URL for manuals and any other helpful information. And inside, firstly, we have the accessory connector support, which screws in and holds 2-pin accessory in nice and snugly. Then we have the dust cover for the radio, which would slot in, and then we screw in where applicable. We have the radio itself. I will go over this in a bit more detail in a moment, but as you can see, it's a full keypad display radio, which denotes the E model number. The E1 is the partial keypad, and the E2 is the no keypad, no screen. And lastly, inside the box we have the belt clip. With the belt clip we get the 2 screws to affix it to the radio, which we will do momentarily. Let's put this to one side. So, in the box we didn't get a battery or an antenna. They need to be purchased separately, but in this instance I have a KMB55L. That's a lithium ion battery with 1480 milliamp hour. And I also have a KRA27 UHF helical antenna, 440 to 490 megahertz range. So, to assemble the radio, firstly we will attach the battery. Now the battery itself is and has the Kenwood standard little clasp, nice action, close, and it's nicely locked into place, and a little tab underneath. So to affix, align the top and then snap down into place. Is securely attached. To remove the battery from the radio, you need to flip up the cover, push down on the tab and pull away from the radio body. And we'll just reattach that now. There we go. Now we can attach the antenna. It's an SMA antenna connector, so nice and handy. And we will place the antenna above the socket and turn clockwise. We only need to go finger tight, and that's securely attached. For the belt clip we have 2 screw holes here for the 2 screws, and we go through the guide holes there on the belt clip. Do that now quickly. One in. Two. So with the belt clip attached, we can see it's a belt clip, nice spring action. On the side, I won't put it on just yet because we'll discuss in a moment. Fit that in, screw it in to secure it as the accessory cover, and then similar slot in and screw in for the accessory support connector bracket, but we won't do that just yet. So on the front of the radio we have Kenwood polycarbonate label at the top. We have lettering to dictate where the mic is on the radio. We have the speaker grill itself. Then underneath that we have a LCD screen, which is a multi-line screen. So I think we have about 4 lines on there. We can get a lot of information. Then we have the keypad itself. We have a menu button, a circle button which is programmable through the KPG D3, a back button and a home button, along with 4 directional keypad, and then we have 1 to 0 with star and hash down the bottom as a standard telephone keypad would. On the left hand side, Kenwood call the orange button the auxiliary button, which can be programmed to work as an emergency button or any other standard button. We then have the keypad, the PTT pad, nice solid with tactile feedback. You can hear a nice little click. And underneath there we have 2 programmable buttons. The top one has a dot to identify which it is, and the second does not, and with next edge labelling underneath there. On the right hand side it's pretty blank. We have the Kenwood standard 2-pin accessory connector, programming lead, headset, RSM, and the screw hole for the accessory cover or accessory support bracket. Now on the top we have the on-off volume knob and the channel selector, which has full rotation, so 1 to 16, and then you go past 16 back to 1. We've already talked about the antenna and it being an SMA connector. We then have a small LED status light, but then next to that we have the 7 colour LED bar, which is, as it states, 7 colours available, but is fully programmable and customizable within the KPG D3. On the bottom again is the battery clasp attached to the battery, which then fits nicely onto the radio. With me I have the other models in the range. I have the NX-3320E1. As I stated earlier, it has the partial keypad with the display, and I also have the NX-3320E3, which is no keypad, no display, and same battery. Different antennas on these, unfortunately, but a few simple measurements and approximations. I will put in the official sizes and weights at the end of the video, but as you can see it's approximately 55 millimeters, so 5.5 centimeters, just over 2 inches wide, and with the KMB 55L battery we're looking at approximately 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters in depth. Lengthwise, without the antenna, again an approximation of around 12.5, so 125 millimeters, and that's the same across the range there of all the same size, just varying functionality in their appearance.